Yeah, and she likes to go through and change all my settings all the time.
I have to fix it.
Well, good morning, everybody.
How y'all doing?
Pretty good here.
And welcome to the channel.
I was driving around in the Tundra this morning. Krista and I making running some errands, I guess. That's one of them. And
I love your McDee's coffee.
Oh yeah, sure. If you're a coffee drinker. And we've been driving the Tundra now for about I'd say 3 weeks as a daily driver because the Honda's gone, and it's all we have right now. So I wanted to get on here and talk about what it's been like daily driving the Tundra.
This is our true daily driver.
It is. It has been and will be for another couple of days.
I know.
And then it'll be gone.
Then we'll be homeless and carless.
That's right. That's right. So the first thing is comfort, I guess. You know, I look forward to getting in it every day because it's so comfortable to drive. I mean, you step up into it, there's plenty of room inside.
Well, and with my biz degree, we've already established how comfortable the seats are.
Oh, that's right. Butts and seats. The University of Biz. So it's always comfortable to get into. You know, the seats are very comfortable. I like, of course, how you sit up in the air. You know, you can see everything better than you can in a low sports car or really just a regular low car, I guess. It's kind of nice, especially if you're in traffic. You know, you're able to look around and see what's going on and not be staring at the back of something that you can't see around. So that's kind of nice.
That is nice.
Secondly, and this is always nice, is the flexibility you have if you're going to pick up anything. You know, you don't have to screw around trying to find somebody with a truck or pay somebody to deliver stuff or maybe even put stuff in your car that you probably don't want to or really shouldn't, you know.
Right, yeah.
An example of that the other day, we went and picked up some rocks. I think we had about 840 pounds of rocks, little pea gravel things in bags. And we put them in the back of the truck, and had we not had the truck, I think we probably would have used the Civic hatchback.
Probably.
Now, I don't believe that you should be putting 840 pounds in a Civic hatchback.
No.
The car might have been, you know, looking like it was popping a wheelie when you were driving it down the road from all that weight in the back, you know. Nor is it any good for the suspension in that car. I mean, they're not built to haul weight. And then you have the mess. These bags were wet, dusty, dirty, whatever.
Yep. You don't want that in your car.
No, that would have been all over the backside of the hatch. And you'd have had to screw around putting down plastic or cloth or something. Whereas in the truck, you've got it, you just throw it in the back and you go. And that's nice.
Yep.
Makes life easier, I guess, if you want to do stuff like that.
It's added convenience.
Convenience, that's a good way. That's a good way to describe it. It makes things convenient if you're going to haul anything.
Yep. Even when you're not planning to and something comes up.
Right.
Ta-da.
You got it. The next thing is the sound system in the truck. You know, a lot of people complain about the infotainment system in here. You know, mine has the JBL system. And while it's not the most up-to-date, I suppose, as far as all the other little tech gadgets and stuff that come with the new systems, it still works really well.
The speaker system in here is awesome.
Yeah, and she likes to go through and change all my settings all the time.
I have to fix it.
Yeah, fix them, because I break them. They're broken.
He has no bass and too much treble, and I have to fix it.
I disagree. I think my setup is perfect.
So once I've got it straightened out, it rocks.
I see. So it is a very nice system, and it's nice to drive around in it and listen to what you want to listen to, the way you want to listen to it. So that's pretty cool. I like that from a daily driver standpoint.
Have you changed it recently?
well, unfortunately, it's still set however you made it.
And you haven't complained.
Well, much.
Yeah, okay. Not around me anyway.
Next is the power. You know, I hate having vehicles that are underpowered.
No,
You know,
nothing worse.
There's nothing worse than being, you know, sitting at the line or something and wanting to take off, and you give it some gas,
And you go nowhere.
and it basically looks up at you and says, "What are you doing, man?" You know, not the Tundra.
I was sleeping.
I mean, the Tundra. The Tundra says, give me more, and it goes. You know, I don't notice any lag or anything like that in it. Of course, I'm not flooring it off the line, but I do want to go, and it does.
And with the new exhaust, it sounds perfect.
It is pretty nice. The sound in this is pretty nice, and you guys may hear that once in a while throughout the videos as well, I'm sure. But it certainly has plenty of power for that. If you're taking the freeway and you need to get on the freeway, you know, to merge into traffic where nobody ever wants to, you know, like let you in. Sometimes you got to get on it so you can speed up and get around those people, you know. You could slow down, but it wants to do that. And it does. It speeds up the way you want it to. It gives you the power. The power is there that you need to be able to do that. And that is comforting. You know, again, there's nothing worse than you're going to get onto the freeway and you need to merge and you give your car gas, and first of all it lags.
Yes.
And then secondly, it just doesn't have it. You know, that sucks.
That does suck.
I've had vehicles like that, and that's a drag. Next is the appearance of it. You know, I've got this truck modded a little bit. I wouldn't say it's heavily modded, but you know, I've changed out the grille, gotten rid of a lot of the chrome.
It looks a lot better now than it did at first.
Oh, it certainly does. And it's just a feeling of satisfaction when you're driving it, you know, because it looks good. At least in my opinion, I'm happy with it.
And it makes you feel good.
And it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're driving around something that is your own, you know. Now we gotta, speaking of merging and getting into traffic, we get to do that right now onto a 55 mile an hour road.
I don't know how well the speakers pick that up, but she purrs.
It's awesome. It's awesome. The next thing I'll mention, and this is pretty cool in the Tundra, is all these windows. You know, you've got the sunroof that you can open, so you can get some airflow in here. You've of course got all the side windows that you can open.
And the back window.
But it has that rear slider.
That is so cool.
And you know, on a nice cool day or a moderately warm day, you don't need to turn the air conditioning on to stay cool in here, because you can open everything up. And the airflow is so good that it keeps you cool anyway. It feels good.
It'll blow your hat off.
It will blow your hat off. That's kind of nice. I like that. And it's just, again, it's just too cool having that rear window that goes down. This is the first vehicle I've ever had that has that.
That is cool.
I mean, in the past, I've, of course, had trucks that have the rear sliders. But they're, you know, yay big, and what do you get out of those? Except maybe a little bit of exhaust smell. I don't know. But nothing compared to what the Tundra offers as far as its rear window. It's awesome.
That is cool.
Going back to the inside a little bit, and this might be more specific to me, I guess, is the space that you get for all your stuff. You know, I'm a YouTuber, obviously, so I have the camera over here, and right next to it over here, I have a phone hanging from the windshield. I also have a cable running down from the windshield so that I can power my phone, because I'm on it all the time, checking messages and all that stuff. And then down below, we have a couple of drinks, some sunglasses, Krista's purse. And then we have the center console where I keep cards and all that kind of stuff, you know, if I'm going somewhere and I want to have...
Yeah, I won't open it. You wouldn't want to see the state of affairs in there right now.
Yeah, if I want to have channel cards and that kind of stuff, I have everything. So there's lots of room to store stuff within arm's reach.
Yep.
I guess. In a car, you know, there's not this much console space.
No.
So I would be, it would be kind of crowded. Sorry, I had to have a little sneeze break there. It's allergy season for me, and we're out in the country. Every once in a while, you have to sneeze.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of space here in the front, like I said, within arm's reach, where you can put stuff. You know, it seems like every time I leave, I have all this stuff. I don't know when I started carrying all this stuff with me, but it's here, and it's nice to have a place to put it all that you can reach if you need to.
Right.
It's nothing worse than driving down the road and needing something and having to reach halfway across the car while you're driving, which is never a great idea.
Or have to stop the car because you have no room in the car at all.
Yeah.
And have to get in your trunk.
Right. So that's kind of a drag. And the last thing that I'll mention, I guess, is the fun factor in driving this truck.
Surprisingly, it is fun.
It is. It's fun to drive. I look forward to getting into it every morning. I don't, dread having to go out and get in the truck because, It's fun to drive. It handles well. It doesn't feel, like I've mentioned before in other videos, like some big behemoth on the road, even though it is.
It doesn't feel like it at all.
No, because of the way they have the truck set up, the way that the front end is and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's easy to drive. So you don't have to worry all the time, when you're on some of these narrow country roads.
Right.
About where you're placing the truck. It's really no different to me than, I don't know, I guess an SUV as far as how it feels.
Yeah.
If I wasn't aware that it was a truck or didn't look at the back every once in a while and see the bed back there, I wouldn't even know. I'd say if you took somebody and you put them in blindfolded, of course you want to take that blindfold off once they start driving.
You would think, yeah.
And don't let them look in the back. They might not know what they're driving. They might think they're driving an SUV. It's just that fun to drive and that easy to drive. So, anyway, just wanted to get on here and talk about daily driving the truck. We've been doing it for about 3 weeks now. It's the first long stretch of time, I guess, where the truck has been driven every day because it's our only vehicle right now.
Yeah. Strange as that is.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen very often.
No, and it will change here shortly as soon as we get to Texas. So, as usual, appreciate you guys watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Click that subscribe button if you haven't before.
And we'll see you next time.
And let me know what you guys think of driving the Tundra every day. Do you agree or do you not like it? We'll see you next time.
On the web.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.